Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Do you think?
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will put total weather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give is to Williams. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the Seminoles get enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. The give is to Williams. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is they've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I love love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Manning. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback. Right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That's caught. It's Lucas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football.
And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
In the red area, it's Blue. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
And the Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Finds his man and they convert. Touchdown Longhorn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Weinke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going, he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. To throw, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, a little bit more better.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And that's going to be
you dropped it.
A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions with the QBs throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that just recently, Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's blue. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He looks that one in nicely. Keeps the legs moving. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do? Trying to beat the DD. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
These corners backing off a bit. The corners are walked up tight. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Benson. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
To the air. It's Glenn. Got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. And the defense drags him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Wedges,
come on, man.
He's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Oh, and they blocked it. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown.
Hey,
and they finished
some
the
fluke.
deal with the quarterback sneak.
That wasn't no damn touchdown, bro. Huh? Oh, that wasn't no touchdown, man.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Manning. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet trying to stay in bounds, but they did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's held. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one splits the uprights.
Good boy.
They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this
Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little
Is he going to block him or not?
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a
He's
scheme
going to
question
get
about
the
trying
no
different
good.
run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Helm. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere
Yeah, see, he would beat. He would beat. He would beat. He was
And
beat.
finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's a pick.
That's
He's
okay.
right into the double cover.
That's okay. That's
Not
okay.
much on
That's
that
okay.
return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going. Running toward the tape. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front he could not protect the ball.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Get the ball.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Noles moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Break his neck. Give me the ball. Let go the ball.
That defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
About to
Aggressive play calls. aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's going to pass.
Slow.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And the quarterback
That is glitching shit. It's glitching on your side?
spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Using his legs, it's Blue. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of
Can you leap him and block him, please?
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
This kind of good stuff.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Texas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And linebackers are so accurate nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. How about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Okay, Makai's coming. Oh.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the thing now. Don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
I'm not like this.
Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not trying to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This is dope.
Fast incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed on the outside. It's Lucas. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in. And moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed it a little bit.
Complete. It's 2nd down.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second and 10 here. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Glenn. He finds his man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on the offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, come on.
It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up.
Texas 20, Florida State 13.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark it down to the 29. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got his man quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. With the catch, it's Douglas. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game, but they need some help from the defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's goal.
Lots. Why
Rolling
you
the
stupid
dice to bring
punt?
it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
He's
So
blocked
Texas
20.
has it
Have a
again
chance to
here
get
on
to the
offense.
20.
And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the
They're gonna
backfield.
give him
He'll
out.
lose a couple.
Damn, he finally
I think
did
this is where
something.
coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Give to the running back. Shakes off
Get
the
out there.
defender.
Get up out there.
And
Come
he
on, let's
uses
go.
the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They move the tight end all over. Looking for a gap. It's Blue. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8. It leaves them with a 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going,
Drop
and they
it
couldn't
down,
make the
man.
connection.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for.
Good catch,
Give
Dave.
the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe
Chest
tie
that
this
dog,
game,
that
maybe
ball.
win this
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Great stop by this defense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Glenn. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Pocket starts to collapse. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The snap sets up to throw. He got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Noles!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. On the move, it's Blue. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's running out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this will be for the win. And his kick is
Hey, good game, brother.
field goal of the game, and this is the one that wins it. Guys, that one was a
Dang, I don't know how I let that slip away like that, boy.
Sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played for you.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it.